Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like this right here.
Hiya!
What is up? I'm Taylor, and this is the Degrassi Authority. Yay! I'm so excited! It's here today.
We didn't even both plan to wear t-shirts today. She just walked in looking like this.
Yeah.
It's just one of those days.
It really is. I'm really just planning on changing my pants for work because I can't.
I'm literally wearing the first pair of leggings that I ever bought, my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
It's that day.
I'm wearing sweatpants, so it's really bad.
Don't be mad because I'm doing me better than you do. Where you? Okay.
All right.
We're just gonna. Okay, today we are reviewing Degrassi season 14B, episode 20.
Is it 20? Oh,
It's 20. We made it to 20 somehow, some way. We made it. And we are just gonna start right off. Woo!
With these two, they're making out.
Behind a bus.
Behind the bus, they're making out, and you can hear all the little girls' hearts. All the little girls and boys' hearts breaking.
Oi! Ain't nobody wanna see that?
Ew. And so they came in and they're like, ew, can you guys not? And they're like, can you guys not interrupt
Zig's
us?
like, you're killing me here.
Yeah, dude. And so they're like, yo, we cannot if you guys get a room. How about that? And they're like, if we can't get a room.
We ain't got no room.
We can't do it at school. We can't do it at, what's it called? At home.
At Maya's house.
At Maya's house. And Tiny says in his best narrator voice, well, how would you do it? At your own nest. And Zig's like, quit watching the Animal Planet. And for two, no thank you. And
and Maya's like, well, why don't I come over? You know?
it's really fun.
Yeah. And Zig's like, oh, you don't want to come over? Oh my gosh, you don't. And she's like, but why? And he's like, I guess you can come over tonight, I guess.
Sure.
And she's like, yay! Grace, let's run away. Let's have girl talk.
So fun.
And then he's like, Tiny, what you gotta do that for? You know she can't come over. There's drugs everywhere. She can find some drugs. She ain't that kind of girl.
All over the place.
Drugs everywhere. Lift up a couch cushion, drugs. Look behind the house plant, drugs. Open the window, drugs. In the salt shaker, that ain't salt. That's drugs.
Literally. And so they're like sitting there and he's like, you know what? What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh.
She just comes on over.
Next we see first Claire and Allie have like left a classroom and they're just chit-chatting, and then Connor shows up and he's like, hey girl, hey, guess what?
Principal Pell want to talk to us. Ooh. And so they come up and she's like, what's up?
And she appears. She just miraculously appears right after Connor says that she wants to talk to them.
Yeah.
She's
never smiling, so we'll put her like that. And she's like, yo, congratulations.
You three have been
shortlisted.
Yes, shortlisted. You three have made the shortlist for valedictorian.
Yes, get it right, valedictorian. That's that gifted program right there. Mm-hmm. Season something. I don't remember the season.
For the win.
But yeah, I remember the season, but they were freshmen.
The season that they all showed up.
Yeah.
That season.
This is literally the whole gifted program, minus Casey. But yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
And so they're like there, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, I can't wait. Like Connor and, what's her name? Allie.
Allie's like, oh, don't get too excited, because I've already got this boo-boo.
Yeah, this is all me. This is all me, baby. And Claire's like, okay, great, thanks for the invitation, but no thanks for the invitation. And she walks away, and they're like, what?
Spoiler alert, if you watched our graduation countdown video, we all know who wins valedictorian. We're not going to say it. You should go watch the video, and maybe then you'll find out. But
yeah,
they
kind of
gotta be surprised.
A good spoiler alert there. I wasn't like, they should have kind of kept that under wraps because now we already know.
We already know. Oh, and so Miss Pill pulls Claire aside, and she's like, Claire, like, why don't you want to be valedictorian? And Claire's just like, oh, I got a lot of things on my plate. There's a lot of stuff going on. And Miss Pill's just like, you know, I really admire you, but just because you had a recent tragedy doesn't mean that you shouldn't be valedictorian. I think it'd be great for you. And Claire's like,
Recent tragedy? What?
hold up. How do you know that I lost the baby? And Miss Pill's like, well, these lovely cameras that we have everywhere, they're not just here for your protection. They're also here for me to be able to connect and keep in touch with the students.
Oh my gosh.
Cause like,
It always feels like somebody's watching me.
that movie were
I was trying to show cameras. Okay.
bum, bum, bum. Oh, we're gonna start a dance troupe.
Yeah, we're gonna invite Zig too.
Oh gosh.
So yeah.
Claire's just like, that's a total breach of my privacy.
Totally.
That's a very personal conversation that you were overlooking. This is not supposed to be public knowledge. And she's just like, I just really want you to consider, because I think you'd be really great for valedictorian. And then Claire's just like,
Bruh. What part of privacy don't you get, Principal?
Miss Pill.
Yeah, she's being a pill right now, yeah?
Miss Pill has her good moments for me and then the really bad moments. Ooh.
There's literally no in between with principals on Degrassi. Like, you're either a Miss Pill or you're where you monitor every single thing your students do, or you're a Simpson where you don't know what's happening at all.
Pretend that you know what's happening.
Literally. Okay.
Next, we see Frankie, Winston, and Imogen, because she's the director. And
The
Winston's like
students
down
built.
here. Frankie's up on this building tower thing, and she's the hills are alive at Degrassi High School. And he's like, you ain't gonna make that. You need to come sooner, or else how am I gonna? You're coming too fast, or how am I gonna catch you?
I can't catch you.
And they're like, come on, guys, let's get together. Blah 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 blah.
You know what? Listen, Winston. Don't come for me right now. Dang. You're right.
I told you. I literally just told you that. And she's like, oh. And he's like, maybe you shouldn't be singing and doing this active part at the same time. And she's like,
I can do two things. I multitask.
I can handle it. It's really hard. And he's like, so you're saying that the set is just slippery? Imogen's like, okay, guys, we need to call off practice for the day. We're not going to get anything done because of all this bickering. So Winston's like, psh.
Like, oh, it's too slippery. She's like, oh, it's slippery like your lips when you kiss my best friend.
Your lips when you kiss Lola.
And he's like, okay, listen. And she's like, okay, break it up.
I'm out. Fine, bye. Nothing's gonna get solved ever with this woman. Bye. And Imogen's like, okay, Frankie, I understand you got some stuff going on, but you really need to sort out your crap because this is practice, and you're bringing it into the workplace, and we cannot. Have that.
So you either need to get over it or get out.
And she's like,
what?
It's like a dying seal. and she's just like, either you need to get over it, or we're just gonna have to find a new Lola. And she's Ella. He's crying all the way to the water fountain.
That's their meetup place.
So then we see Zig and the crab Drew.
He was not there.
Next we see Zig and Tiny. They're cleaning up the apartment, and Vince walks in, and he's like,
What y'all
What's
doing?
all this? Like,
What y'all cleaning up for?
what you cooking tonight? What's on the menu?
You got some sushi this time? Because we've been asked for that sushi for years.
Yeah. And he's like, this isn't for you all. Maya's coming over. You need to bounce. And he's like,
Okay,
my boy, he about to get
that
some tonight.
He about to get that,
And he's like, stop. And Vince is like, no, on the real, do you have protection? You don't need to be making babies.
I don't have no babies running around this house, okay?
No. And Zig's like, you don't need to worry about that. And Vince is like, ooh, does my boy still have his V card? And Daddy's like, you know my boy, a lady killer. You know, he be slaying the ladies.
You seen them arms out? You know,
Look at that. You see that dimple that he has when he does that one arm thing? Like, come on.
He ain't got no V card.
And Zig's face is just over here like, this
He's
is
just
like,
drinking real hard right now.
what? Ha!
What?
I thought I knew you. I thought we
I
were
knew
best
you.
friends, and I know
I did.
nothing about you. And Zig's like, so what? It's not a big deal. And Vince is like, it's okay, man. I'm gonna make sure Maya has a real good time tonight.
And he does this face. Basically, this is the face he's doing.
And that's that scene.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Next, we see Hunter's in the house, and Frankie walks in, and she.
No, she also has a plate of junk food. Just
Yeah.
a big old pile of it.
Big old pile of junk food.
Just sitting
Big
there.
old bag of checks.
And they're like, Hunter's like, okay, well, somebody's angry.
Oh, and she just kind of complains about the whole thing, and that Imogen told her like she needs to get her crap together, or it's bye bye Ella. And Hunter is like, why? The play is just as much yours as it is his, i.e. Winston. And I was like, Taylor, Winston literally wrote the play. Without Winston, there would be no play.
Literally.
So he has like really 100% ownership over the play. But I guess Hunter doesn't know these details, and Frankie isn't about to tell him because she finally got somebody on her side.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's gonna leave that one out.
And then Mama Hollingsworth comes in. Amoeba Hollingsworth with the crown.
Such a bad picture.
Amoebas don't have to look like anything.
It's so big.
And she's just like, oh, who's ready for a girls' night?
Girls' night. Okay, it's ladies' night. And the feeling's right. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. Hey, amen. And Frankie's like, didn't you have like a benefit thing tonight? Didn't you have like a charity? And she's like, oh, I heard your father's going to be there, so deuces and goodbye. I'm not going to that.
That life.
And so rather than addressing what her mom just said, she just kind of turns to Hunter, you're right.
And then just bounces.
Bye.
She says nothing at all to her mother, not...
Who wants to have some quality mother-daughter time?
Nothing.
Doesn't matter.
No, she's not... Oh, okay, Mom. I'm gonna get rid of this real quick.
Yeah.
Then I'll talk to you. Then I'll be right back.
No. Doesn't even say like, oh, I have some other things going on. Like nothing.
Literally, not one word. Just
Hunter,
you're right,
you're
Hunter.
Hunter.
Goodbye.
And Hunter's like, oh man, that's something I don't hear often.
Yeah.
Deuces.
I need to hear more often. And so apparently, next we go.
Maya and Zig.
They are
Having
here.
a little dinner.
Having a little dinner. You
At
know,
the
he finally
pad,
cooked that
the crib.
sushi. They got it. It's about to go down. We're eating.
And Maya's like, why were you so nervous for me to come over? I'm having a great time. And he's like about to answer, and then, hey, party people! Hey, party people! Vince walks in, and my first thought, which was horrible, honestly, was that Maya was about to get gangbanged. I know that's a horrible thought to have, but you guys don't understand how much Law and Order SVU I watch. That's why it was the first thing on my brain. Yeah. But luckily, I saw a female bring in beer, so I was like, okay, good. It's just a party. Yeah. It's just a party. And so Vince comes in and he kind of like schmoozes Maya. He's like, hey, Maya, welcome to my place. I'm kind of Zig's landlord, you know, and Maya's like, oh my gosh, hugs, it's good to meet you. So thank you for giving him a place, da 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 da. And Zig's like, let's go, bye. And Maya's like, no.
It's okay, I'm having a good time.
Meet your friend.
What are you talking about? Zig.
And Vince is like, hey, you want to have an even better time?
And she's like, of course I do.
And he's like, you can meet my friend Molly.
She's like, oh my gosh, she's so nice.
Tell me about Molly.
Yeah, tell me about her. She's so nice.
And Zig's like, she's not that kind of girl.
And he's like in front of her, like, no.
And Maya's like, stop.
Calm down.
Let me just see what's going on so I can get all the details, so I can make an educated decision about what I want to do. And she's like, so Vince, tell me about this Molly. What should I expect to experience? And Vince is like, colors get brighter, sounds get sharper, like feelings get more felt than ever before.
Especially, that's why they call it the love drug, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and Maya grabs a little pouch and then looks at Zig and she's like, what if we both did it? Wouldn't it be great if our first time is together? And Zig's like, oh my god.
I didn't even really register that she said first time that she's going to do it again.
Yeah.
She's already preparing Molly.
Yeah. Zig's like, you don't have to prove anything, babe. And she's like, I ain't trying to prove nothing. And so they try Molly. Yeah. As a song in the background is like, Molly, 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 just getting ready.
Just getting crunk to that Molly.
Yes, it was ridiculous. I was like, Taylor, is that song in the background literally shouting Molly over and over?
It literally was.
Molly, 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 Molly. And that happened. Next we see, yes, and then
at the dot.
And there too. And they're just, Claire's just like, oh man, they're like breaking our privacy, and I wasn't gonna tell anybody before school got out because I didn't want it to be awkward. And they're like, you could simmer down, you could simmer down. And Eli's like, you know, it is really messed up that they breached your privacy, but that shouldn't have any bearing on you trying to be valedictorian because it could be really good for you, and I feel like you could do a good job at it, and yeah.
It would be a good time for you to be the valedictorian.
And Allie's like, yeah, I mean, not that you're going to win or anything, because I'm in the running.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to win.
You should give it a wholehearted Degrassi try.
Yeah. Give the old college try. It's like, and that's when Claire's like, oh, you know, oh no, because Allie says you want to get.
Don't you want to say goodbye to Degrassi?
Yeah. And Claire's like, I do want to say goodbye to Degrassi. I'm trying to be like smirky. I don't know how to smirk. Okay, it's not my fault.
You winked. That made it seductive.
I didn't mean
smirky.
I didn't mean to wink it. I was trying to wink like, oh, ha ha, get it. You know what's about to happen. Oh, see that? Even that was creepy. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean.
Oh my gosh, Taylor.
It's
okay.
Sorry.
Next we see Zig and Maya.
I'm just so attracted that everything I do looks suggestive.
No shame in her game.
No shame.
They're very high, and they're really enjoying it.
So high, just everywhere, touching each other's faces and arms. Like, oh, you're so soft. I never felt this before. Oh, let's go sit on the couch. Zig was like, oh my gosh,
that green's really green.
This couch is so soft. And she's like, oh, your face. He said, why are you touching my face? And she's like, it's so soft. I never noticed it. And he's like, oh, the couch. She's like, the couch. This place is awesome. You're awesome. That's nice.
True story.
And he's like, yeah, I know, it's awesome, but, like, I didn't know it was going to be awesome, so I didn't want you to come over, and then I was trying to cook for you, but then the boys were like, oh my gosh, you're a virgin, and I was like, oh.
Talk louder.
Oh, sorry. Okay, where was I?
I was gonna cook for you.
Oh yeah, I was gonna cook for you, and the boys were like, "Oh my gosh, you're a virgin." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And then like they didn't want me. No, I wanted you. They wanted me to do the sex with you, but I didn't want to do the sex with you. And she's like, "You didn't want to do the sex with me? Why not?" And she was like, and he was like, "Well, I mean, like I didn't think you would want to do the sex with me." And she's like, "I do want to do the sex with you." And then she was like, oh, and they like made out on the couch for a little bit, and he's like, no, this is a bad idea. And she's like, oh, the only bad idea is that we're not further along right now. And then they go off in the bathroom, not the bathroom, and they go off into, well, I hope they didn't do it in the bathroom. They didn't really specify where they went. They went somewhere quieter, and then they did the sex.
Into a back room.
Mm-hmm.
That room.
They threw on that brown chicka wow wow.
And next we see Imogen, and Frankie storms in, and she just, Imogen, I have words to say to you. And just like, what? Like, what now, Frankie? What now? And she just kind of lays out her whole like spiel of, I just can't practice with Winston, and I shouldn't have to practice with Winston because I feel uncomfortable, and that should be taken into account. And I have just as much right to this play as Winston does, even though he's the one who wrote it. So he is to thank for this play being in existence. But anyway, I should be able to have my needs met, and I think that you, of all people, would understand. And Imogen's like, I do understand. I just went through a recent thing with Jack having to do with this. We had a group project together, but you know what I did? I sucked it up and we got an A anyway. And that's exactly what I need you to do.
Suck it up.
And get an A anyway. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and she kind of threw her mom under the bus in her defense, saying like, I don't want to become my mom. Ever since she broke up with my dad, she's just been eating junk food all the time, and she doesn't go anywhere, and she stopped doing all the things that she loves. And can you believe it? She tried to have a girls' night with me.
Ew.
She's so far gone. She's just so far gone. But anyway, yeah. Imogen has her spiel, and she's like, you need to like just get your life together. This is on you. You're making this difficult.
Frankie's like, how dare my mother sulk? Like I am sulking, even though this woman has been married since before probably Imogen's lifespan.
3 children.
3 children.
3
This is a marriage.
Children. And you're trying to compare your few-month relationship with a 15-year-old, 15 or 16. I don't even know.
It doesn't matter. They probably can't drive, either of them. Can't even drive up here talking about I
got these girls talking about. Next we see Maya and Grace, and Maya is getting some math advice, and Grace is talking about like quotients or whatever, or tangents. She said, "Oh,
cosine."
Yeah, and Maya's like, "Oh, so that's what the TAN stands for?" And she's like, "Yeah, tangents." And Zig comes up and he's like, "Oh, hey guys, what's going on?" And Maya's like, "Oh, nothing. Math. Bye."
Bounce.
And she's gone. And Grace is like, "What's going on with you two?" And Zig's like, "Well, last night we kind of did the deed." Grace is like, "You guys had sex?" Hush. Hush. I said it in a quiet voice on purpose, Grace.
You know Principal Pale be listening?
Everything. She hears
everything.
Everything. And Zig's like, "Yeah, so that happened, and we were also on Maya's. We were also on Molly, so we were really high." And Grace is like, "Stupid Zig. First time is a big deal for a girl. Just so stupid. Bye." I'm on her side.
She literally said, "Great Novak, just how every girl imagines her first time to be."
It was
sorry,
definitely
but
Zig's first time too.
Yeah.
And Maya was the one who's like, let's do Molly.
Yeah. She literally initiated every single thing that happened that night.
Not like shaming her or anything like that. And I'm not saying it was a good idea for them to do it, but Zig was also like, Zig also didn't have a good time. Like, I mean, come on. Zig feels bad though. Mm-hmm. He feels bad. Next, we see Principal Pill on a TV screen. You see on a little TV screen. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Talking about the election. She's just like, yep, right now we're about to have Stu speakers tell you why they should be your valedictorian.
Claire's up first.
Well, yeah, she was talking to Allie, and I was like,
yeah.
oh, I'm so glad that you decided to do this and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I gotta say bye to Degrassi, and like you said, screw Pill, right? And Allie's like, yeah. Sure. And so, Claire's up first.
He's the cameraman, that's what I'm trying to
Okay. Claire's up first, and she gives this speech, and she starts it off with, do you deserve privacy? Do you? And she goes on this long bash Pill speech talking about, unbeknownst to us, all of our conversations have been watched and they're saying that it's for your protection, but no, it's for them to spy and know every detail about your life that you don't want them to know. Is nothing sacred anymore? We need to be up in arms. We need to burn this place to the ground. Good riddance to Degrassi. Rise up, everyone. Rise up. And, okay.
I can't whistle.
Okay, do the thing. I'll whistle. There we go. Before it gets to the whistling point,
yeah,
Pill unplugs the microphone, and she does it really calmly. She doesn't even do it in like, oh my god, all of our secrets. She's just like, this girl.
I'm so done.
like Simpson, I sympathize. And so that happened. Mm-hmm. And we got Drew over here like, oh,
she said she ain't got no nipple. Okay. So she laughed.
Oh. Don't forget the camera. Next, we see Maya is outside on a bench. Mm-hmm. She's just studying. And Zig walks up, and he's like slowly walking toward her like, hey, Maya, how's it going? And she like angrily closes her notebook and like looks like she's about to walk away. And then he sits down. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And it was just a very turn of emotions because she looked like she was about to storm off.
Yeah.
Like, ugh, why are you in my presence right now?
I hate you.
You did this to me. You got me pregnant. Like, it was that kind of situation.
Gosh.
But then it didn't end up being that situation because he's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And he's like, oh my God, I'm sorry too. Oh my God, we're both sorry. I didn't want our first times to be like that. And just, it was so awkward.
Sad.
And I wish we weren't high. And why did we try the Molly? It was that song, Molly, 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 Molly. It just got in our heads and we just couldn't even say no anymore. The colors were so bright. Did you see the pink?
Bright.
The pink was just
I've never seen pink like that.
Like, oh my God, I thought pink was this, and then pink turned out to be this, and it was just such a great pink, and then things got out of hand, and we went to the back room, all because of the pink.
And you know what happens in the back room. You already know.
We both know what happened in the back room.
Mike Poster's Bow Chicka Wow I was playing in the back room, okay? That's a good song, by the way.
It is. It really is. And so, but they both apologize, but then Zig blames himself. He's like, it's all my fault. I always screw up. It's always me. It's always been me. And he gets up and he stands by the fence. And he's just like, Maya, I'm just so bad for you. Every time you're around me, bad things happen. I'm just not a good person, so I think you'd be better off without me in your life. And Maya's like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? What's going on?
He's like, I let you do Molly. And she's like, you didn't let me do anything. I am a strong woman.
I am a strong, independent black woman who don't need no man. But I need you. I need you. And I also am not black at all. And he's like, you're better off without me. And she storms off. Maybe I am, I guess.
And he's like, why fence? And that scene's over.
Next, we go to the musical practice. Imogen directing. Frankie back up on the tower. Winston, like, still all Rapunzel, let down your long hair.
And she's just singing her song. And she gets around the corner and everyone's
she
like,
makes it.
She made the corner!
She did it. She did it. Hey, I mean, Simo, she did it. And so she makes it. And Winston's like, oh, look.
It's my turn.
Yeah, it's my turn. Yeah, and Winston's like, oh, go. And she's just waiting for him. And oh, it is kind of slippery. And she like, And so she just jumps down like Spider-Man. Like, honestly, how did she just get down like that?
I don't know. They didn't really say.
Yeah, she just suddenly she materialized next to him. And she tries to help him up, and she's just like, maybe after practice today, we can just stay back and we can make sure that you get that move right.
And he's like, okay, maybe. Wait.
You're not mad at me?
We're not fighting right now.
Imogen's like, this is where you say yes. This is where you say yes. And he's like, oh, yes, of course. After practice today, yes. Oh my God. Love.
No. We're in love again, Frankie, I've missed you as my girlfriend.
It's time for me to declare my love. But he says all that in his head. But we know it's all about to come out. We know exactly what's about to happen, you know?
We know.
Next we see Claire, and she's packing up her locker, and Allie's like, way to rock the boat, man. She's like, I don't give a crap.
No, they're not there.
Whatever. And so she goes and she's throwing like her things into a box or whatever, and then she's like, yep. And Allie's like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm preparing just for when I get suspended. And Miss
Pill's there, and she's like, oh, who
said anything about any suspension?
And she's like,
you in about 10 seconds. And Miss Pill's like, you ain't gonna put words in my mouth.
I know.
I ain't say nothing. You saying that I said something, but I ain't say nothing. And Claire's like, oh.
Okay.
And Allie's like,
it's time to bounce. It's time to bounce.
You got this. Call me, text me, like, send me a mail pigeon.
Call me if you want to reach me, because I am not going to be here. Thank you.
And Miss Pill's like, you have a great future in politics, but for right now...
she's also behind the corner.
Yes, she's like, but for right now, I feel like you need to just realize that this could be something that's really good for you. And I know that you are really ill feeling about the cameras and stuff, but I need you to understand it's for me to be able to protect you all and connect with you all, and for me to know the student body. And I don't know if you realize, but crime rates or whatever have gone down in the
horrible
school.
Incidents.
Yes.
And she's like,
have gone down something percent.
Yeah. She's like, I'm just worried about you. And Claire's like, okay, with all due respect, you don't need to be worried about me because it ain't your business. And she's like, and Principal Pill's like, you know what? Maybe it's not my business, but your friends are worried about you too.
I'm not the only one.
And you know I'm not the only one.
You say, how crazy, 'cause you don't see
then she comes around and she's like, Claire, I heard I was lurking. I heard exactly what happened. And Claire's like, oh, I heard too. I heard it's about to go down. That's what I heard. Bop, bop. Gunshots.
One camera. Down. Demolished.
No more. No more.
Second camera. Back. Demolished. You're gone.
It's going down. Meet me at Degrassi. It's going down. Every camera I meet is going down.
Doing this for the good of the school. Degrassi, I got you.
Before she even hit the camera, she's like, listen, Principal Pill, if you can hear this message, if I burn, you burn
with us. If we burn, you burn with us. Students of Degrassi, rise up. Rise up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here's...
Oh, next scene.
Zig shows up, and what's his name is here.
Vince.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, man? And Zig goes over. You're up. I'm gonna push you. And he's like, oh, what was that? You in my house and you just think you gonna push me? You realize that I'm in a gang, correct?
You ain't no more.
And Tiny's like,
chill.
Bruh,
chill.
you need to simmer down. Like,
Find
we're in
your
his
chill.
house. Like, whoo. Realign your chakras, please. Because, whoo. And Zig's just like, oh, I'm just so tired of you. This is all your fault. You offered us Molly. Maya wanted to do it. And none of this would have happened if you hadn't been like, hey, meet my friend Molly. And now I had to kiss her goodbye. And it's all your fault. And Vince
Everything
like,
is your fault.
he's like, bruh, it's okay. There's plenty of fish in the sea. And Zig's like, I don't want any other fish. I just want to catch the Maya.
All the other fish are just fish. Do you think I want mackerel or catfish? Do I look like a tilapia guy to you?
Salmon? What the heck is salmon? People think salmon is the crap, but it's not. It's not. It's
There's
all
bones
about
in it.
the Maya.
Exactly.
And Vince is like, bruh, this is your fault. Do you realize that you talk yourself out of every good thing that enters your life?
Because you feel like you don't deserve it.
And Zig's like, maybe
when
you're
you make sense.
Why must you be the wise black man in this show in this moment?
Yeah, in this moment.
In this very moment. This singular moment when Molly isn't around. And Zig's like, man, I just feel like I don't deserve her. And Vince is like, Zig, if she's your ride or die chick, you best
fight for that ride. Really?
And Zig's like, man, maybe you're right. And Vince is like, here. He dangles the keys. Let's get your girl. We need to go for a ride.
And so we're off on the great adventure of Vince, Tiny, and Zigman. What is Tiny's real name? I wish we knew. So I could have said that, names. Anywho, so that happens. Where's Frankie? Frankie comes here.
I don't like it. It's just so ugly.
Look, it's not going to come
It's
off.
my boy. It is going to come off. See, look, it's already come off a lot.
Okay.
Oh my God, it got worse. We did this. As we see. Stop with the black marker. The black marker did this.
Oh gosh, okay.
As we see Amoeba Hollingsworth. Everything is Taylor's fault. My precious
I'm now Vince. You just have to blame me for everything.
You have your moment.
Oh gosh. And then, so you see
Mom! Mom! Guess what happened? Guess what happened? The play's working, Mom.
And Maya's mom is now crying.
Oh, my daughter's back. And Frankie's like, what's going on? Like, and she's like, I'm just watching the news. It's just the news. And Frankie's like, is that Dad? Is that
She's
Dad?
like, no, it's just the news.
There's a hailstorm coming.
News.
You know that. And so Frankie's like, oh, done with this. I'm taking away your junk food. We are taking back Yorkville. And Mom's like, okay, let me just go get changed.
Dressed.
Yeah. She's like, good, Mom. Good. And so the mom leaves. And Frankie goes and throws away the junk food.
This ain't for us no more. See you later, Chester the Cheeto
We
man.
will not end up on my 600-pound life because of this food.
No, sir.
I ain't fuss.
So,
And then the last scene. Ride or die, boys.
see these boys, Vince too, in a car.
Ghetto tales. In the hood.
Okay. Oh, that's funny. Okay.
And so they see me rolling.
They hating, trolling, they try to catch me riding dirty.
And so they hop up out that whip. Roll around in there.
First,
And-
let me hop
Well,
outside
first
of
he
the
said
whip.
something before he left.
Did he?
Yes. Here, this is. He's like, hey, we'll just be 2 minutes and then we'll head over to Maya's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
what
what
he
he said.
said.
I forgot he did.
And then they
Okay.
walk away and they go into this unbeknownst building.
Kadeja and I are like, okay, this isn't a good idea at
We
all. This is
know that they're in gang territory. We could just tell.
literally.
And Zig, he's like, oh man, I'm gonna call my boo.
Yeah.
And so he calls Maya, and Maya's like, oh my gosh, you're here. Like, that's great. I've been waiting. And he's like, oh, actually, I'm not there yet. I'm with my boys, and I can't just leave them. And she's like, oh, okay. And he's like,
I'll be there soon though, boo.
and he's like, you know, what we did wasn't stupid. The way we did it was. And she's like, yeah, you're right. And they both
right.
agree that they should have known that they weren't ready. And so they forgive each other. And then he's like, so are we still together? And she's like, yeah, I guess we're still together.
You know you my man.
And so, you know, he's like, oh, I'll see you soon, babe. I'll see you soon. And then they hang up. And then, pop, pop, gunshot sounds.
What? Drive.
Start the car. Start the car.
Drive.
He's like, what's going on? What's going on? Doesn't matter. We said drive.
Go.
We said
I
drive.
said drive. You
Peel
drive.
out. Peel out.
You better use that Pringle.
And there it is.
That's insane.
Oh, Degrassi. Season 14B, episode 20. Oh, the positions you put us in.
Literally. You know what? I feel like I don't even know what to say anymore. Let's just get to the PSAs, maybe.
What's your PSA?
My PSA would probably be if a drug dealer / gang member tells you, oh, let's go and get your girl back, let me make one stop before, you can be like, oh, it's cool, I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow at school because I'm not making no stops with you because I already know that is not gonna end up well for me. That's my PSA.
My PSA is just because you hear a song in the background saying Molly, 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 Molly does not mean you have to do Molly. Don't let that creep into your subconscious. You don't gotta do that.
Oh wait, I have a different PSA.
Okay,
Go
she's
ahead.
got another one.
I forgot about this
It's
one.
okay.
This PSA is for all you young kids, teenagers. Just gonna let you know that if you are breaking up with your boyfriend of 3 months and you feel like you're done sulking, but your mother also happens to be going through a breakup, which is not just a breakup, but a divorce.
A divorce that requires paperwork and lawyers.
Yeah. And custody hearings and the feelings of your 3 children. I feel like you should just let her sulk.
Don't compare the situations.
Yeah.
And if she wants a girls' night, you better watch some movies with us.
Stay for that girls' night.
You at least acknowledge her presence.
Yeah, something.
Acknowledge her presence.
And that's all I have to say about this. Let me just get my guitar out. Yeah, I should probably learn the guitar, at least one song, at least this song.
I was trying to learn like whatever it takes on the ukulele, but it's so hard.
Is it? I assumed it was.
It's really hard. That's how it's on
I'll try it,
bongos.
though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready? Ready? Whatever it takes. I know I can make it through. Oh, if I hold out. I know I can make it through. I know how. I know I can make it through. Cha.
Make sure my sisters and brothers out there like and subscribe and then share it with all of the people that you know that like Degrassi. And then you follow us on our Twitter and our Tumblr. But make sure you tell your mother. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like this right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like this right here.